Okay, the game has started and it is my opponent to go first. Just looking at, I've got a blank here, so maybe, I don't think whalage is a word, but it might be. Whalage. Wheeling is good, I think. Wheeling for 68. Oh, it's not good, but I think wheel is good. Wheel, W-H-E-A-L, maybe it's not a verb. Anyway, let's go back to the drawing board and see if there is, almost have haulage. Let's see what we got. Yeah, there might well be a compound word. Gee. Okay, I might have to abandon the search. Waggle. No, can't see that being good. With a W-H, waggle. Wouldn't play anyway. Might just go with wab. No, surely that can't be best. Blip only takes a S, I believe. Maybe wig, yeah. Okay, the second blank and the Q. Suddenly it got very interesting. Equaled. Let's see what opponent does. Equaled, I don't think you can spell it. Oh, maybe something through the G. A-G-E ending words. Puggle. Equaled. Let's try this with a double L. Equaled 82. Yeah, that's good. Z. I have some scoring potential on this next rack with Zowie. A little bit volatile to play it there. 38, not a great rack leave. We have Zowie here for quite a bit more, 57. Can't get the G involved, I don't think, because I only have an E to go above. What about AZ words? Nothing, no four-letter AZ words. Maybe just whiz seems safer than the other plays. 52, not a bad rack leave. I could also play it if this spot is taken by opponent. I guess it plays there for a half decent score, 41. I also have Zowie up here, but terrible rack leave. Trailer. Okay, I think the whiz spot is probably best. I can't see any other play that's comparable to this. So whiz for 52. Ovates plus a T. I suppose I'll be looking to get rid of a V and a T on this next, probably an O as well. ZE, I don't have anything to... Oh, I do have the A actually. So... No words ending in A that incorporate the V. I have Vorte down here. Oh, he's taken the spot. That would have been a nice score. Coney. I guess I have Vow here for 17. The duplicate T, not terrible. Yeah, I think this looks half decent. I'm going with this. Vow for 17. Okay, I draw another heavyweight in the X. I have the EX prefix. Pretty good score from my opponent there, 36. Retax, I guess, for 39. Not too bad. Any X hotspots I've overlooked? And does this R give me a bingo? Something like exorates or close to a few here. I mean, an ATE ending word would be... struggle to move these tiles around with this trackpad. I think retax is... it's decent. 39, yeah, going with that. Okay, I think Koof is good. Is it Atok or is it with Atok? Yeah, Koof and Atok. That's 39. Just looking at this rack, this looks pretty close. I have the men component. I have the un prefix. I don't think unstems is a word. That A looks like it does work well with this rack. I have the ness ending, plus TUM. Muteness, I don't think I have the A to work with, and another T doesn't look like it helps. Unstems, no. Vowel consonant balance, pretty stable there. A bit of a hot spot here, I guess, for an F, or both F's are gone. I'm just looking at this A because it really looks like it helps this rack. Menstruals. Menstos. Mustins. No. I have the EST ending, so what to do with the M, I don't know. Really want to get rid of the M, the U and the S. Not hard to do, I mean, I have the S for Zens, and not much I can do there. Maybe just amuse. Definitely sorts the rack out nicely. Scores half decently. Yeah, amuse. Opponent played Vor a while ago, so I'll go with amuse for 22. And that is a rack you want to see when you're looking for bingos, because you're going to score no matter how blocked the board is with a rack like that. So Anti-Sarah from the A, no 4-timers available, and Retsinas, Starnies, yeah, there's quite a few. Nothing with the X in last position, I don't think. X trains. Good bingo by my opponent. Does Anti-Sarah? No, Anti-Sarah doesn't play. Does Retains? Doesn't. Retsina retains. Starny. It's going to be tricky to get a good overlap there. Resiant. Resiant almost plays. R-E-S-I-A-N. The N-I is where it fails, but it even works with the T-E. Any others? Stainer? No. So maybe just Retsinas. And this is a useful lane, so taking it out actually does make sense. Retsinas for 77. And I pick up a fair few vowels, which is okay, because Moni is good, I believe. M-O-N. Opponent scores well with a J, 47. I've got M-E. can't really get further down there, so that's not ideal. What do we got here? M double O for 26. .26 is a decent score. Let me just have a look. Are there any other good plays that get rid of at least 3 vowels? I have the shin component, but emotion is the best I can see there. No, I think I'll go with moo. 3 E's to come, so maybe, and no O's. So I wonder if emo might be better. I was 25. It balances it up. Yeah, I think I don't mind hanging on to an O here, especially with the shin ending. So in this particular case, I will play emo instead of moo. Normally I'd get rid of both O's and keep the 2 E's. Alright, emo for 25. And I draw the K, so that should score quite well. Still some bingo-y tiles out there. Trineda, and they combine well with the T there, so I might want to take this spot out if opponent doesn't go there. That would be 30. Any hot spots for the K? I've got the K here. That might actually work out. Oh, it's been taken. But I do like trike because it closes the board down and scores well. Trike for 30. Noid, I think, is good. Noid. Noddy as well, but Noyed, Doyen is good. Trailer, all the S's are gone. I suppose the IT and EX could be a fancy play down through there. Just looking at exerate, no, you can't really see that happening. Dextrin. No, I think bingo lanes are pretty much cut off now. Actually, I have Doi here for a decent score as well, 35. Where else can my Y score well? There are 5 tiles in the bag. I assume my opponent might open something above the O here, creating a bingo lane, or he might come across from the FE to create a lane there. I'll obviously be looking to block that lane down. If that does happen. But I am leaning towards Doi here. 35, yeah, that might even be enough to outrun a bingo if my opponent a vower. That's interesting. So I'm going to go with Doi because I think that'll outrun any bingo in coming from FE. I don't think there's a bingo in that. Through a T and a E disconnected, I guess he'd have untainted. But I don't see a T and an E disconnected on this board, so I think I'm in the clear here. I now do have the UN prefix, unended. No place for that. That's a shame. That would have been a nice way to go out. Opponent doesn't create an opening, so I guess maybe just needed. Oh, I don't have the third E. So need, and then do I have an outplay with done? Well, my opponent is almost certainly going out with AIN. But is need the best I can score? I don't have anything for going at the end of Jai. So, yeah, I'll just go with need. I have Bud here for 10. What's happened there? Opponents played Ain, and that's the end of the game. So just thank my opponent. So we'll just have a quick look at the analysis. So go back to the start of the game. Blip was my opponent's opening play. That looks fine. Wig I played, which did some quite high up because of the rack leave, but Gorp onto the P sorted, kept the EHL, but the AEL blank is going to score more, is going to bingo more frequently than the EHL, so I like my play there, even though it's 3 points less. Puggle, that was my opponent's play, nice find. And then Quelliers for 94. Wow, J2. Very nice with the Q doubled. Quelliers. Yeah, I've seen it before, but I don't think I would have spotted it. And then, yeah, about 10 or 12 points less, but at least I did find a bingo with equaled through that L. And then my opponent struggling a little bit with duplicates there. Irreal 13F. Right, underlapping the equaled play. IRREAL. Wow, very nice. And a decent rack leave. Opponent went with trailer, and I then played Wiz, which looks okay. Coney was my opponent's play, that looks good. And Vow, a little bit off the pace there. 4 points less than that, but yeah, I really did like that taste rack leave, T-A-S-T-E, that looked very strong. Nothing wrong with T-O-E-S either, very strong too. So not much in that one. Prefab, well spotted by my opponent. That was the analyzer's choice too. And then retax or retox in the same spot. That was my play. Oof was opponent, so that was best. And it did give me satcoms. Wow. I have seen that before, but doubt I would have spotted it, even if I had taken some time over it. So sitcoms and satcoms. I guess it's satellite communication or something like that. Satcoms. That was at B5, and that played down and making swizz. So my that was definitely suboptimal on my part, but 39 wasn't a bad score, and it did take out a hotspot too, so not a train smash. Then opponent played Vor, and that was fairly high up, although ISO Fote for 48 at 2B. Wow. Congratulations if you spotted that, because that's not easy. Excellent score. Wow. But considering the other players, opponent did well because the rack leave was very flexible for the bingo, which he then did get on his subsequent turn. Amus, I played for 27 at B9. Okay, that's over there. It does open a bingo lane there. Maybe not as dangerous as some other floaters, the U, but a very nice rack leave and a good score. Amus also created another bingo lane, and I was pretty bingo friendly after playing Amus with a very nice 4-letter set. So not much in those, I think. Hosties, well spotted by my opponent, and then Retsinas was my play. Stanies. There were no overlaps. I spent a little bit of time. I thought it was worth it because it would probably be about a 90 or maybe 100-point play with all the overlaps and so many different 11 anagrams of retains. I believe it's 11. So I went through a few of those and then settled on Retsina for 77. And then Jai was my opponent's play. That was a good score. Emo for 25. And Mo... I looked at Moo, but then for the reason I stated earlier, I preferred to keep the ION for Shin endings, but not much in that. I for 23, opponent played that one, so he left a really good rack after that. Actually, let's have a look. Wow, very nice rack. Trane. Pity that the AT floaters duplicated letters on his rack, but still very bingo friendly, so good play there by him. And Trike was my play. Kudo at 14G. 14G way down here. Puggled, and yeah, it did leave a really strong rack leave as well, which combined excellently with the T and the A. I was happy with Trike. It closed the board down and made it really difficult for opponent to bingo, so happy with that, which he probably would have been able to do with that rack. In or rate, yeah, he would have had in or rate through the A and probably something through the T as well. So he then played a Vower, and what was the Oh, Uta at 6L. Okay. 6L. Right, Uta across there doesn't create a bingo lane. Well, maybe a very hard one to take advantage of, but it scored well, I guess, and I think my opponent went with a Vower there. Doi was up there with one of the top players, so happy with the score on that one. And then Dunt, I think at this stage my opponent didn't really have a bingo prospect, so it was just kind of playing out the end game, trying to get as much score as we both could get. So roughly, yeah, Ain was best there. So a good game. Yeah, it kind of flowed fairly nicely for me there, and we both had some good plays and we both had some misses, but all in all, a great game. Hope you enjoyed watching that one, and I'll see you next time.